So I have a friend who is a geriatric nurse, and she wanted me to do a show for Alzheimer's patients. I'm thinking, man, this is going to be the easiest show of my career. I did it too. I was on stage for 2 hours. One joke. It's messed up, right? It kind of runs in my family, so eventually I'm going to be affected by it, so I guess. So I have a friend who is a geriatric nurse, and she wanted me to do a show for Alzheimer's patients, and I'm thinking, man, it's going to be the easiest show of my career. I did it too. I was on stage for 2 hours. One joke. That's messed up, right? Kind of runs in my family, so eventually I'm going to be affected by it. So I have a friend who is a geriatric nurse. She wanted me to. I like the people that didn't get it the first time. They're like, why does he keep saying that? That guy must have Alzheimer's. You know, I've been doing stand-up comedy for a long time, many years, but it's not my first like professional occupation. Like I used to be a police officer. I was a cop in Texas for a number of years, man. And the funny thing about me being a cop is when I first graduated from the police academy, I was assigned to an all-white neighborhood. So frequently I'd get this call, 527, do we have a report of a suspicious black male? Approximately 6'1", weighing 180 pounds, driving a patrol cart. So I'm looking for him. And, the thing about being a cop, sir, is that basically, like, all people want you to do is be able to solve problems, right? You learn laws, you learn codes of criminal procedure, you learn all types of stuff, but all anybody wants you to do is solve the problem. Problem solved is what we'd say. Some years ago, I made a disturbance call. I go inside, and these two guys were in a fight. Get there, and this one guy's beating this guy up. So I started beating him up. And then the other dude starts beating me up. Then I started beating him up. And then the three of us had a beer, and I left. Problem solved. In 2002, I worked narcotics, and that year I earned $3.6 million. Cash. People ask me all the time, to go, hey man, when cops confiscate marijuana, do you guys burn it? Yup. A little bit at a time. That explains the donuts. Whoa. I don't do drugs, never have, no. I tried marijuana one time in my life. One time, never will I do it again. Because what happens is I'm already like really tightly wound. And so what it did to me is like it made me like super paranoid. So I'm at this place with my friends, you know, I do a little marijuana thing, and then, my friends across the room, and I was like, hey man, we need to go. He's like, what? I was like, I got to go. He's like, what's wrong? I was like, people are looking at me. He's like, what? I said, people are looking at me. So we left, went back to his house. He's like, bro, what was wrong with you? I was like, dude, people were looking at me. He's like, you were on stage.